Hi, I'm Bailey with MyMathExperts, and today we're going to go over this problem. What is the sum of 1 over 3 root 25 and 1 over 2 cube root 27? So first thing we're going to want to do here is simplify our roots. So square root of 25, that's just basically saying what number times itself equals 25. So that's 5. So we're going to have 1 over 3 times 5. Remember, if two things are next to each other like this without any operation, it's implied that that operation is multiplication. Just like if we had a variable, just like if this were like 3x, that would mean 3 times x. 3 root 25 means 3 times the square root of 25. So this is 3 times 5. Our other root that we need to simplify is this cube root of 27. So if there's a little 3 on the outside above the root here, that means we're taking a cube root instead of a square root. And so basically what that means is we're saying some number, I probably shouldn't use x there because we're going to be using times. We're going to say some number times itself again equals 27. Or in other words, some number cubed equals 27. And we're trying to figure out what that number is. 27 is small enough. We can kind of guess and check at this point if you don't know your perfect cubes off the top of your head. We can try 1. 1 times 1 times 1 is 1, so that's not going to be it. We can try 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 again is 8, so not quite. We can try 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Times 3 again is 27. Hey, there we go. So the cube root of 27 is 3. And then how are these two numbers related? Well, they're saying we are taking a sum. So sum means addition. So we are adding these two numbers together. So from here, we can do our multiplication in our denominators here. So this is going to be 1/15 plus 1/6. And now in order to add fractions, we're going to have to go back to elementary or middle school here for a little bit. Think about adding fractions. In order to add fractions, you need a common denominator. So I believe the common denominator, the lowest common denominator here for these two guys is 30. So we're going to have to transform both of these into some amount of 30ths. We can do that by multiplying this fraction by 2 over 2 to turn it into 2 30ths. We can do that by multiplying this fraction by 5/5, turning it into 5 30ths. And then, reminder, when you're making common denominators here, whatever you do to the denominator, you have to do to the numerator as well, because we want to multiply by something that is equivalent to 1. 5 over 5 reduces to 1. 2 over 2 reduces to 1. And that indicates that we're not changing the value of our initial fractions that we're starting with. We're just changing what they look like. Cool. Okay. And then from here, it's really super easy because the way that you add fractions from here, once they have the common denominator, is that you just add the numerators. So 2 plus 5 is 7. And you keep the denominator the same, 30ths. So our most simplified version of this is answer B, 7 30ths. So great. Thanks for sticking along with me on this one. And I hope that helped. See you next time.